So here's the quick and dirty on the belt setup for me for 2025 that none of you asked for, but I figured would be useful for some of you if you're looking to get a belt, set one up, whatever. So for the first part, I'll just run through what everything is, and then after that, I'll talk about what they are in case any of you are actually interested. So the actual belt itself is the Blue Alpha Molly belt. This has the metal Cobra buckle with the D-ring. Super sturdy. This is my second belt. I have one of their EDC belts. It's just Velcro, also very sturdy. S-Tac double 45 degree pistol mag carriers for Glock pattern mags. AR mag carrier. This is an A&R design mag carrier. It's got a tech lock on it. This does kind of shift around, but you can mess around with the Velcro just on the inside and adjust it where you need to, so it'll stay put. And it also has, I can't remember the name right now, but this drop piece. So normally the carrier would sit on the tech lock. Instead, it's sitting on this drop piece, which once you have it on, will kick the mag out away from your body. The med pouch is just a T-Rex Arms med pouch. If you stage this thing correctly, you just gotta pop the top, and then there is a pull tab where you actually have the med pouch inside of it. So it's quick access. It's not really something you would open and then put shit back into. This thing comes with a cat tourniquet holder, or just a tourniquet holder, so I got one in there. The drop leg setup is from A&R Design as well. So it's their drop leg piece that just threads the belt through. I should say this is a 1.75 inch belt, by the way. This whole package costs like 140, 150 bucks with their Nidhogg like level 2 holster. And then of course it just has the QLS from Safariland. So if you got different holsters, different guns that you want to put on your belt, that just comes off with the fork and then, reinserts. And then on that, this piece is kind of an insane value, I think. It's called the Fulcrum. They sell it on their website. It's like 15 bucks, I think. It drops the strap down, and then it has a fulcrum point, so it swivels with your leg, so that way the whole holster and the gun are moving independent from your leg as you're running around or doing whatever on the range. So I've had this belt for about a year now. In its current configuration, I've had it for like a week. So I've had everything you see on it except for the holster system. But as I go on throughout this summer, even the spring has been really busy with competitions. We got one this weekend, we did one yesterday, and we had one a week prior on like Sunday. So we're getting back into it since things are warming up. So that's what this is basically used for the most right now, is for competitions. So it's pretty light, doesn't have a dump pouch, doesn't have handcuff holders because I'm not LE or anything like that. But there's room obviously for that if you so choose to throw that on if you get one. The Blue Alpha belt, I love this thing. It's one of the sturdiest pieces of equipment that I own. It's one of those like tools or really anything that you have that you could literally hand down to your kid. It's gonna last that long probably. I like the Cobra buckle, the metal one that is. It doesn't feel like it's gonna loosen up on you. It's super sturdy, it's heavy. Kind of bounces a little bit more weight towards the front, which is nice. Right now I just have the inner belt inside of it. I don't think this comes with it, but super handy to have, especially if you're wearing a jacket in the winter. Now the S-Tac mag carriers are super nice. They're relatively cheap. Like I said, this is a one-piece unit, so it comes with this piece of Tegris, and attached to it are the mag carriers. And then on the back, you just have Velcro that loops on. These things don't move, so once it's set up on there, they're not gonna shift on you. Like anything from S-Tac, the Kydex comes on the tighter side. If you want to, you can use a heat gun or a hair dryer or something to heat it up basically and loosen them up a bit. I know I have their 3 mag carrier plate placard, and that thing's pretty tight. So a lot of people do that. Just helps with adjustment. These are definitely gonna be tighter than your like Blue Alpha or Blue Force Gear like elastic pistol carriers, but they're sturdy. These don't move on you. And honestly, when you're in competitions or on the range, like the friction is not gonna be noticeable because you're going fast enough, or you should be. This is probably my favorite part of the kit. I guess the drop mount for this mag carrier. When you put it on, if you have, your pistol mag set up to where they're 45 degrees, it doesn't really matter if you're wearing like plates or a jacket. These are gonna be accessible while you have that on. But if you have, a mag carrier that's on your belt height, that mag's gonna be sticking up right here. You might run into your cummerbund or the back plate on your plate carrier. And then if you're wearing a jacket in the winter, it kind of gets in the way. The other thing is you can see it angles it off, outside. So again, if you got any bulk right here, it takes care of that. It's gonna be really easy to clear whatever you have on. I think that's like a $15 piece. If you already have like a mag carrier and a tech lock, I think it's worth buying. Just stays out the way a little bit more. The T-Rex arms, med pouch, say what you will about T-Rex arms or Lucas or whatever about their channel or their politics. I like their stuff. In general, I think their nylon is pretty good, and you can typically find it in stock for a good price. This does what it needs. It's a little bulky on the back. I probably wouldn't like this if I was in a car all the time. So if you're like law enforcement or something and using this for actual duty, this is probably a little bit bulky. You might want to have something that's Velcro or some other alternative that's a little bit more modular. Like I said before, this holster system is new to me. I just got it. So if anything happens to it or anything, any problems arise, I'll let you guys know. The Nidhogg itself. So I went with the Nidhogg. I think it's just their series 1. It was the first one they came out with. So it's level 2. It's literally just friction. So you're just pulling the gun in and out. There's no button or latch release. When you press the gun down in, there's a little bit of a click, so audibly that thing's seated all the way. And honestly, this plus the mag carrier, I didn't have to adjust the retention on at all. But I will say with the AR mag carrier, if you're gonna use metal mags, you might wanna loosen this up a little bit. It doesn't like metal mags as much as plastic, right? It's just a friction thing. I didn't talk about the strap. So it's like most straps nowadays that you get. It's got a little bit of rubberized material, like knitted or sewn into it. So this thing doesn't move. I think it's one of the better parts of this whole setup is how low this thing rides when you are running around. You're not gonna notice it. There's no friction. So your boys downstairs in the nether regions aren't gonna be bothered too much by this. It's a creature comfort thing, but it's nice to have, especially when it comes with this package, just out of the box. Otherwise, that is the belt setup. Again, no one asked for it, but I thought I'd talk about it because I'm using it a lot right now. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Also, I'm gonna be probably posting a little bit more competition stuff on the page. So that would be like POV footage. It's gonna be a little bit more frequent for me this summer. So I think nice to kind of put that up on the channel and just see how things progress as I do more and more competitions. Let me know too, what do you guys think about shooting competitions? Do you do them? Do you not believe in them? I definitely understand the critiques that go into shooting competitions. I get it. You gamify the hell out of the sport of shooting, and it's not always transferable to real life, but it is enjoyable, and I can't say, personally, I've picked up on and gotten better at a lot of stuff in shooting as a whole. So I'm gonna post more about it, I think. If you guys don't follow the Instagram, please go follow that. It's on the screen. I post way more over there, a lot of photos. There's gonna be a lot more coming up this summer. Going to a couple training classes, rifle classes that are gonna be really cool, I think. So doing a little photo and video for that, but I'm a lot more active on there, so I do appreciate if you follow, and if you don't follow, consider. If you like this video, please do subscribe, leave a like, drop a comment, all those. I do appreciate it. Helps the page, helps me out. Stick around to the end, watch the competition. It's probably gonna be pretty bad, but enjoy.